Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Nacho Problems, where we turn ordinary recipes into extraordinary nachos. I'm Nacho Queen, but you can call me M. So Oldson recently made an appeal for more seafood recipes, and who am I to deny such a simple request? So this week we're making lobster roll nachos. Lobster rolls are a popular dish in the state of Maine, here in the US, probably because of all the lobsters caught up there. It's composed of cooked lobster meat, mostly from the tail, mixed together with mayo and seasoning and served on a brioche roll. I've got a house full of lobster lovers dying to try it. So let's get started. Step 1, the cheese. The lobster will be our cheese, and for that we need 2 tablespoons mayo, a lemon. We're going to be using about half a teaspoon of the zest and 1.5 teaspoons of the juice. 2 tablespoons celery, finely diced. 1/8 of a teaspoon salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon pepper, optionally 2 tablespoons butter, and of course lobster. Now I couldn't find frozen lobster, so I had to break down and pick one out of the tank. Luckily the store steamed it for me, so I didn't have to chase it around the kitchen a few times. This is about a 1-pound lobster, which only yielded about half a pound of meat. Now, I have never broken down a lobster, but Sloppy Joe was visiting and he's watched a few YouTube videos and wanted to give it a try. So let's see how it goes. Okay, apparently you twist the tail off, then you press really hard on the underside until it crunches a little, and then pull the shell back away from the center, and there's a lot of crunching and some ew, gross from onlookers. And then the meat just comes out in one big chunk. Next, you tear off a claw, then rip it in half at the joint like you're the Hulk. And then you take a large knife and hit it into the claw and twist. This looks kind of dangerous to me. Please be careful. Anyway, that weakens the shell so that you can then split it in half and remove the meat. Now, basically do the same to the arm. And repeat with the other claw. And if that doesn't make you go vegetarian, nothing will. That, my friends, was $27 worth of lobster. Y'all better hope I get a raise on my day job, otherwise we're going to start making nachos out of ramen noodles and cans of tuna. Okay, give Sloppy Joe a round of applause and let's keep going. Now I'm going to chop this up into small bite-sized bits. If you started with raw lobster, you're going to want to saute it in some butter until cooked. I was afraid of overcooking mine, so we'll save the butter for a small drizzle at the end. Now we're going to add the celery, salt, pepper, lemon zest, lemon juice, and mayonnaise to the lobster bites and mix well. And that's our cheese. Next up is step 2, the chips. We're making brioche toast points for our chips, and for that we need some brioche bread, next time we'll make this from scratch, and some butter, melted. All we need to do here is to cut our bread in half diagonally twice, and we're left with 4 lovely little chips. Now brush them with a bit of butter, and then it's into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 205 C for 3 to 5 minutes until golden and crunchy. And that's our chips. All we need now is step 3, the toppings. We're just using some fresh chives for our toppings again. I know we tend to overuse these, but seriously, the thing won't stop growing. We'll also be using a drizzle of butter left over from the chips. Well, let's finish this up with step 4, let's eat. We'll start with 3 of our toast points, dollop on some of the lobster, top with a drizzle of butter and some chives. And we're ready for our taste testing. Marguerite is visiting today, and between her, Oldson, Jimmy Buffett, and Sloppy Joe, these didn't last 10 minutes. They would have happily eaten more, but I need to find cheaper lobster. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a like, and please consider subscribing if you want to see more nacho videos. If you have an idea for a future video, you can leave a comment below or tag me on Blue Sky. But you won't find me on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads. If you're looking to steal my apron, well, that's nacho merch, but you can get your own at a link in the description. Now, this is your warning, there probably won't be a video next week due to me traveling for Thanksgiving. But that's not your problem, because there are now over 80 episodes for you to go binge. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.